minute. Buxton Raceway again. It's November the 6th, 2022. Sunday, the November the 6th, 2022. And it's bus banger racing. We've got monster trucks as well, apparently. I haven't seen that yet. I didn't get here in time for the parade at 1 o'clock. I got here about 1:30 due to traffic. Hell no traffic on the way here. But I got here anyway eventually, so I've not missed any of the bus racing or anything like that. There's about 25 minutes late getting out. What I'll do is I'll have a look around the pits, see what's doing, and I'll film the buses and any other banger race action out on the track. These are the buses that raced last time I was here in August, and I was here as well in June. So some of the buses, I think a lot of them have been raced. I'm not sure which ones haven't yet. That one there with Buxton Raceway, the back looks quite fresh unless that was raced. Maybe just not damaged as much. So yeah, a lot of them have been raced before, but they've obviously managed to get them out. It looks like that's banger racing cars going over track now. So I'm going to get myself there, get that filmed and watched. Then I'll come back to the pits. I think it's the same buses that were here in August. You say they fixed them up again. Oh, there's the monster truck. Yeah, two of them. Caravans as well. Street baggers that are on. I'll see for the street baggers. tonight as well, apparently. So we have a firework display. Something, the big machines. And the buses that are going to next, they're going to be for their first heat of the racing to heat it first. I don't know, they'll show me. Right. be a big demolition derby at the end for the bus and coach bagger racing. That'll be at the last race. I think there's also going to be a destruction derby for the street bagger cars as well. So I'll get all that footage from this. So it's still in pretty good condition, that one. Considering, of course. That's quite a sight, isn't it? Small cars next to the big giant vehicles. The micro F2s, little and large. Quite little, and then you've got the big monster trucks. It goes from all sizes. You get the small, that's just for kids like it, and then you've got the big toys. And you've got the normal car bagger, so I'm going to have a look at the pits and look at some of the footage with the pits. Number plate.
Can't get more basic with
So that's the street banger Formula. Look at it, they've still got their dashboards in them and that. Hoping there'll be like I think there's going to be a demolition derby for these cars as well. I think they're 1800cc, I think. To check. But the big monster trucks at the back there, they're going to be crushing cars later as well, I think. Because it looks like there's cars off the centre green, so hope we'll be getting crushed. Watch that. I'll get that footage for you as well. It looks like they're leaving the engines running on these coaches so that the air pressure and that will stay on and stay up, like, you know, for the air brakes, and also so that it'll start. It might not start again if we switch it off. So the wipers are still running on this wiper mechanism. looks like they've got inboard disc brakes on them. Braking system. It's like a four-wheel drive, obviously. Differential at the front, differential at the rear. Two big heavy-duty drop shafts. And that'll be the transfer gears that are reckon from the engine. This is a V16 or something. Open exhaust, so it's really loud. Is that one on metal or something? Maybe, I'm not sure. Quite sure where it runs on. The big ball joints for the wheels. Heavy duty tyre, I don't know where they've lost. So that's it, big left wheels up the top. It's like stock rods going on off waters. I like stock rods anyway from the Gilded. So they were similar to the stock rods. Got a cover on it probably to stop water going down the exhaust and into the engine, but if water gets in there it'll bend valves, you know, it'll be a hydro lock, pistons will, because water can't compress, so it'll bend convoys and stuff, so they can't afford to have water going into the engine, so they've covered it with some sort of material, a cover of some sort, just to be a waterproof cover so it doesn't allow water to go in. That'll be the steering linkages. Stabilisers. I'm just guessing, by the way, I haven't got a full, I'm just using what I think it is. That looks like the transfer drop center, transfer gears to the back diff, well in this case the differential. It's big heavy duty shock absorbers, leaf spring, it's leaf spring, it's like anchor points. Big ball joint, CV, well no CV joints but universal. I don't know if that's even that, it's big heavy duty ball joints. These wheels do turn, so it must be some kind of ball joint to allow that wheels to turn. Straight pipes I think, well that's got straight exhaust. I think this is probably straight exhaust as well, I'm guessing. Inboard brakes, disc brakes. Big beefy shock absorbers. And rear. This thing does stunt, so it's going to be weighing, it weighs probably about 5 tonne I think. I've seen this thing before up in Edinburgh at the Truck Fest. That's a straight pipe, that's a straight header, it just sounds as basically exhaust gas is just going to come out there. There's no any silencer or restrictions, just straight out the engine and out into the full roar. Very noisy, which is good. No restrictions on the exhaust. Peterbilt, American make, based off pickup trucks. Well, that's actually based off like what they would call a semi-truck, or an articulated truck. In well, we call it articulated trucks. Americans tend to call it like semis. The other one's like a sort of big heavy-duty pickup truck. This is like an articulated truck, an actual lorry, semi-lorry. Pretty impressive anyway. Can't wait to see them jumping over and crushing the cars. So yeah, so like I said, that's what we call an articulated truck. Americans would call this a semi-trailer, semi like two halves, you know, the top 2 unit trailer. So that's like what this is based on, the Peterbilt cab. Well, just a cab really. Everything else is just fabricated for the stunt. You know, it's basically a stunt machine, isn't it? So I think that's where the similarities end. It'll just be the shell of the cab, maybe some controls possibly, and not very much of it. Exhaust stacks maybe there, maybe off the road going truck. Because that's more like a pickup, heavy duty pickup truck. You know, like a sort of car based kind of, it's still massive as you can see. So yeah, we've got the big Goliaths out here tonight. Well, this afternoon. Glad that rain's easing off a wee bit. trying to push the panels back in again using the big forklift, or Mama Jew or whatever they call that thing. Big heavy duty forklift truck anyway. So it's handy for pulling out the panels and that, just kind of straighten up a wee bit. Good initiative. Certainly plenty of muscle in that thing. I think that weighs about 12 tonne, or certainly 10 plus tonnes, and it's just pushed that back there like it's a toy. This thing's got some torque on it, big traction there obviously, so did the job though. We'll obviously have to put some air in the tyres and that, double tyres at the back, maybe just a little one is flat. So this was racing last August. I got footage of this one, also I think it was June as well. Certainly August anyway, but this won't be going out I don't think, somehow. I think this has just been buried here. It'll be its final resting place for a while anyway. Somehow don't think that'll be moving today. I'll be very surprised if it does, but I don't think it's going to be out. Let's see, if you want to see the footage I took of this, it's on the August the 29th this year, I think it was. It's a bank holiday Monday, August this year. I got a footage of this one racing here at Buxton Raceway. So I made the long drive here yesterday. I drove down, I think I mentioned, didn't I? I went yesterday, I drove down through the night, stopped off at the motorway, M6, Lancaster services, spent the night there. I got there about back at 1 in the morning. So it was a straight drive down from Dundee. There was no much traffic on Saturday night at that time. So I left Dundee about 9:30, got to the Lancaster services, M6 motorway about the back of 1 in the morning. Got up, set off from there about 11:15, and I got here for just after 1, about 25 past 1. If it wasn't for the traffic, we got held up in traffic for about half an hour on, it was 8:34 or something, road was. So I didn't miss anything. They just had the parade with the buses, but the buses had been out before. And actually last meeting I was here in August, I was on the buses when they done the parades before the races started. So I didn't miss any action for any of the bangers. So, the F2s were out in the stock. They probably call him somebody else here. They were out, but I didn't miss the favourite ones, the bangers. So. And then after tonight's meeting, probably whenever that finishes, I'll be firework display, so I'll be quite late, well after tea time I would think. Just near the coach start with the big deep engine. I'll be driving back home to Dundee, so it's about 300 miles. So it's a long weekend of fun this weekend. Certainly the wedding yesterday, driving away down here, watching this, and then driving back for work tomorrow, and late shift tomorrow. So I can't remember if I mentioned already, but I mentioned it anyways. I've put a lot of effort to get here. Quite keen on bus and coach banger racing. Anything like vehicles, trucks. I like the banger cars. It's just a bit about the weather. It's cold, it's damp, but that's November the 6th for you, isn't it? I was just asking the owner, and it runs on just ordinary petrol, but it can run on the methanol as well. So the engine's uncovered now. You can see it's a V8. The exhaust ports just straight up. The exhaust gases come straight in there. It's extremely loud. Like you said, I had to put a cover on that because water, if it gets into that engine, water goes down the pipes. It'll get into the combustion chamber. The pistons will come up. But water can't compress, so it's just going to break something. Then it's hydrolock, we call that term. So we've got to be sure that they cover that up for that. I reckon that's what it is. I maybe should have asked him, but if I ask questions, I'll never stop. I just want to know everything. He's getting ready to get to go out again. So yeah. So it's a V8 petrol. I'm not quite sure the litre is going to ask that. I heard about it. It's like the ones I saw in Edinburgh. It's probably a 10 litre, I guess. I don't know. But it's in cubic inches, so I'll go and get some close-ups of that engine. Yeah, so like I say, the cover will be there to keep everything dry. Electrics. I suspect it would ensure that nothing goes down these exhaust ports. I mean, you want to hear that when it goes. It is absolutely noisy as anything. I suppose I could wait till he fires it up and then you'll hear just how loud it is. Really, really loud. V8. I think the other one's a V8 as well. Big beat. Obviously short for Peterbilt. If I see the driver, I'll ask him again if it's what the engine size is. I forgot to ask him, but he's all strapped in there. So we won't hear me with the windows up because he's got to be all strapped up in there. You know these things are massive. If these things are going to be jumping, it's going to be quite a bumpy ride inside there, I guess. So they've got to be really harnessed up, just like you would in a normal race sort of thing. It's going to be quite a bumpy ride. Oh yeah, that's a straight exhaust pipe on the other side. So it's four branches. So yeah, it will be a V8 because you can. Well, I'm guessing that it's going to be each branch for each cylinder. So you got 4 bunched into one, and it's just no silencer or catalytic converter. That's the stats. That's where it would go out normally if it was, we'd have a big silencer there and it would go out there and there's silencing it down. But it's just not. It's coming straight out the exhaust, straight out the engine. Unrestricted. Just how I like it, nice and loud. So this thing here's got, you can see the big bump stops on them. I'll zoom in. That's the big bump stop, so when the axle comes up, it's going to quite a bit of travel, like it's going to go up and hit that rubber bit there, so it protects the chassis. You can check the size of the spring. Massive. Like, that was the open rods, these cars, they're called open rods. The other ones that look like that are the hot forts. So these open rods and the other ones that I thought were like stock rods were called hot forts. Look very similar. These cars, these scrap cars in the centre are the ones that are going to get pulled in half and crushed by the Bigfoot, is it? Big monster trucks anyway. They won that heat of the open rods. So these are the hot Fords that are out on track. Buxton's hot Fords. Heat 2 for the bangers, street bangers. I'll film this one. Oh, it's a bit of action there.
Hang on. He's taking him away.
So they're going to be able to bring out the Bigfoot, put the cars in the centre. I think they're going to pull one in half, jump over it. So the big monster trucks will be on next. I can't wait for you as well. Chains on the back of the car, pull it in half. You see the chains, they're going to put one chain at each side of that car and they're going to pull it in half through the one truck on one side, one truck on the other side. That's the victim. I think it's a Vauxhall Corsa. You get fun to see that. Just hooking them up with the change. Just rip that car in two. It's going to be quite a sight.
One of them effectively gets most of the car. So you end up with a car that's so count down with them on the middle. Don't think anyone on the MOT has help around here. So that's what happens when you put a monster truck hard inside the car and you rip them apart. Actually, that's good. That certainly was spectacular.
Stop getting the car.
was some stunt that, with the cutting the car in half. I'm not sure if the weakened the structure at strategic points so that it would be such a clean cut when they pulled apart, like, because it was quite impressive anyway. But it was, they may have like sort of manipulated the structure so that it would come apart neatly. Then they put the smoke, the purple smoke bombs in them as well to dramatise it, like. But it's still impressive. I've got it on camera for you. So yeah, it's quite good. So the buses are going away to go out on the second heat. So I'll get that recorded for you as well. Oh, when I spoke to asked the driver about the engine size, it's something like 5 litres, right enough. I remember it's like Bigfoot, the one you use up at Edinburgh at the Truck Fest. I've seen that, that was years ago now, 10 years ago, maybe before that. But that's older ones, it's Generation 1, and the one behind it is Mark 2, Generation 2. The Generation 1's got the leaf spring suspension. The Generation 2 one's got the coilovers, and it's got bigger travel. The guy was explaining a wee bit about that to me. I think the Generation 1 was 1982, I think, and the other one, the Generation 1's 1982, and the Generation 2 is 1993. I think it's somewhere around it is, but 10-year difference between them. So 1980s for the Generation 1 and 1990s for the Generation 2. So I've just briefly got, I was speaking under the thing, like, he was strapped up, so it's just barely able to hear him, like, it was quite awkward, but he was inside, he all strapped up, so it was kind of like difficult to get an after it, sort of barely sort of hear, like, but only what I made all that's what it was. I'll get better details later. But anyway, I'll get the footage of the coaches. They'll be going out next for the second heat. So I'll go up to the arena and get footage of that. Okay. For the next heat.
I like your phone.
Oh yeah, it's nice and easy. Just keeps it in my pocket rather than need to carry a big camera.
I've got an iPhone 11
Yeah, good quality as well, So nice and convenient. Just speaking to the young lad there. It's one of the, I think that's his, one of the that's it. Let's go through that. Like some videos as well. So that's all the drivers getting all ready, strapped in, and get ready to go out for the second. Good luck.
Oh no. The wheel game, the arches.
So that was heat 2. I think we'll have fireworks or something later on, and they'll be out again for the demolition derby. They got as much action as they could for the crash when they go to the pits. Well, show the damage support. So I think there's a problem with the brakes on this one. I think it's sort of. Oh, you want it? Oh, I thought it was something difficult with the brakes getting it out. It looks like I thought they were jamming on and off, but he won it anyway. You can see him with the medal. But it was getting the help with the forklift was help pushing the coach out. I thought I was jamming, but obviously far from it. So he's the race coach driver as well. So he races that coach and works the forklift truck as well. So that's the winner for the yellow one. That was the one I thought was stuck. But one thing, it's nice and warm standing here. Bloody freezing out there, let's get a nice heat off of this. Just stand here for a bit, warm myself up. get a lot of steam from here. That'll be the coolant. The heat, well, the wipers are still running what the mechanism is, but the heater matrices will be all burst and everything. So the water, the coolant will go in where the air ducts are, because the radiators, for the misters and that to work, the air gets sucked in from outside, goes over the heater matrix, gets heated, and then going out through the vents to heat the interior, keep the window from misting up. Well, the matrix is probably burst somewhere, so hence all the hot, scalding hot or superheated steam in that from the engine will be mixed in with the air. It shouldn't, obviously, but that's why you're getting steam coming out. That's why I reckon, anyway, you're getting steam coming out all these vents. You think thrashed and bashed around, so it's quite dramatic. So I'll get some more pictures and footage, just see what's happening with that. Well, obviously they'll be waiting till it gets dark for the fireman display, so I'll be looking forward to that as well. I think I might take this chance to go and get a coffee or something and some donuts to keep us warm. Might hang about here for a bit, keep warm up this. All that stuff there, that'll be the mix of that oil, that'll be hydraulic power steering fluid mixed with water and everything. It's kind of like a pint colour. The hydraulics for the power steering, possibly for the, if it's a hydraulic cooling fan, I might have that. A reservoir for that as well. I think that's the final for the Street Bangers and Demolition Derby as well, I hope. So, I'll film this one. He's coming up. That's red. Because the car was moving on the inside, I thought it was going to be for that. Looks like they've probably just called it. No, it's moving on. It is moving, so maybe they'll because the reds are all. Once the reds are all, that's it really. Last car moving, so we're that's it done. Quick gauge moment. That's it. It's a DD done. Just giving him an enthusiastic hand back to the pits, I think. Just a general nudge, banger style, of course.
We're not doing it, one. Wait, what's he actually doing?
That was the banger demolition derby for the 1800s. I think it's just state bangers anyway. It's the coaches that are out this final heat demolition derby, so we'll get that as well. Looking forward to that one.
Not far. He's like, wait, no.
So it's the monster trucks that's coming out next. It's not the bus bangers yet. It's like they're getting the cars set up in the centre. There's maybe going to be a jump over them or cross them or something. I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Get the footage for you. In case you're wondering why it paused there, it's because I took some still photographs of it. Just with the truck being all lit up at night. they air out the tyres on the cars just so that they, well, presumably keep them more stable if they're going to be jumping over them or whatever. Cars will act as a bit of a ramp. I think that's what the reason is. Just doing preparations or something at the moment. as yet. He's not doing the jump, he's just getting it all positioned up. This will be his third jump.
Look at the moon! Oh yeah. Somewhere along the bonnet. Can you see? There was a monster.
So this is just like a photo shot, so it's just parked on there. Turn the lights off, we're going to have like a firework display. There's like running the buses as well, I'm not sure. See what's happening, not quite sure what they're doing now. Fireworks will be going off, I'm not sure if they're running racing at the same time, I can't see it. So I'll get some of the display, the firework displays. Quite sure what the format is here. Because I've still got a couple of monster trucks out there as well, so I'm not sure. Just
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to calm down in order for fireworks to begin.
I think the fireworks display is going to go and then the lights will come on and the buses will go release. It might be that, I'm not sure. Nothing. That was the fireworks. I think they're going to wait to do the, I'm not sure, they've got the monster truck and I think I forgot to set them ones up. Yeah, so we're going to set we're going to use the other monster truck, and then the coaches are on the track already. So once I've done the coach Stemless and Derby. So they've moved that car there, so I'm just not quite sure what, because the red one there, the Generation 1 monster truck hasn't really done any jumps on the car, so I thought, unless the buses are going to crash into the cars, I hope they do, like, I should find out anyway. I'm not 100% it's going off, so maybe the buses will be crashing into these cars, hope they do. Here, because I've not got the tunnel on at this side, but monster trucks are going up, and I've left the cars on the track, so maybe I hope the buses will crash into this. I'll record whatever happens anyway. That coach is going at some speed anyway, the one at the back. Yeah, 141 is going at some speed. Oh wow. Is that a flying round? Take the back. That's great. So try to spin him, the turbo 5 try to spin 141, but that 141 is nippy, he is fast like. Wow, he's got some speed. That's some speed. It's winning this race, that's for sure. one means business, like. One for ones like me running late, we're in driving the bus. He means business. Oh, he's good at it. He's got the. It's just ready to attack. He's going for it. Yeah, he's really. He's bit entertainment. For one stopped. Quite sure what he's doing. I wouldn't like to be running out like that, but I think he's. I don't know what you mean. Oh, he's going to get the other coach. That's what he's going to do. The 141 driver's going to jump in that coach and get that one going. That's what it was. Wow. I'm surprised they've done that, but I think they know what they're doing. So, but yeah, he's got it fired up. Yep, he's got it going. There's where Ricky's other coach here. That one for, well, he's a fast driver like this. Jumped out of one for he's really quick. He's going for the head on. I thought he was. tipping over, I think. The back end of that coach is up, so he's obviously just about tipping him. Pretty skillful though, these drivers. Some driver that one. 141 driver. That's his other 141. Oh, tyres. It's coming off. So that was some carnage, that. The car's getting wrecked. Oh, good entertainment. Hands are freezing off. I'll get the, I'll film the damage as well. hilarious that was. There's quite a bit of Scottish trophies, I'll get them. That was quite a sight, the way the 141 driver ran out of that coach, ran across to get his other coach during the race. Skillful drivers, they know what they're doing, obviously. Yeah, quite a sight, quite a sight. Spectacular sight that. Seen the cars getting smashed into as well. You know, these cars are like just, they're fully dressed, still got the glass and everything in them, headlights. Just dragging these cars from like they're toys. That's them doing the lap of honour on their coach. It's awfully muddy here, by the way. I have to wash it on it, it's slick here. So I'll get some footage of the carnage as well for you. So they're just obviously, I mean the racing's finished, but he's just got in the track at some speed. He's fast. He's a fast driver, like. So the roof's obviously completely collapsed. I think he was going out of the cars. You never really know what they're going to do, to be honest. I guess I'll go to the carnage report. Car's logged in, recorded for you. So I might go out onto the track to get some of the carnage recorded for you as well. It's cold. That was worth it though. I've been here 6:30. I've been here 5.5 hours now. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, so we've got a long drive back to Dundee as well. I'll not stay too long. I'll just get some pictures and a wee bit of footage, and then I'm going to get going because I'm freezing and quite tired, cold, and I've got a long drive back. But it was worth it though. Might just go out to the track actually once it's all safe, and then get some close-up footage for you. So he's push starting. Oh, a big fire. I think that's just burning rubbish though. Up at the top there. I'll maybe go up and have a look at that as well. Yeah, there's a big bonfire up there. That'll be them burning, because there was a load of wood and stuff up at the top. Just rubbish, old materials and stuff. So that's probably what they're burning for the. I didn't see that because I was standing at the other side facing this way, so that was behind me. So I didn't know that was going on, but I could certainly do with the heat off it at the moment. done. Well done. So that's all the last of the moving vehicles off the track. Running vehicles, so I'm going to have a look at the carnage that's out here. I don't think they seem to mind it. They don't mind us coming on the track when it's all over. So I'll go and zoom in and get a look at this one. This is the car that was cut in half, or chopped or pulled in half. I'll get a close up of that. And also close-ups of the wrecked cars that were battered by the coaches. So I'm just looking at the exhaust. I don't know if they actually, I think they may have weakened it. They might have manipulated it. It might have been a genuine tear, but I get a feeling it was, I don't know, they might have weakened it so that it would come apart dramatically like the way it did. You know, just sort of, you can tell if there's like cut marks or saw marks on the, I have to ask, I never really asked, but I'm guessing it might have been sort of, it may have been manipulated so that it would come apart in such manner, because it came apart really like a clean cut. Let's have a wee look over here. Oh gosh, I'm freezing. Feeling the cold now, but let's just say it was worth it. Like, wow, this is where it all happened. Jeez. Everybody's just heading home now. That's the other half of the car up there. We'll get a look at that. Let's look at this one. So it was driven over by Bigfoot, or monster truck rather. It's been battered about by coaches. Focus on this left. So then again, I mean, the metal does look as though it's been torn, but then looking at the transmission tunnel on the floor pan, it looks like there may have been angle grinder. It's like too clean a cut, so they may have weakened it. But this was the car that was pulled in half with the two monster trucks. Remains of the Vauxhall Corsa. You can see the change when there's a chain at each side, as you would have saw earlier if you watched them. That's a Y at the end, it's PFY or something, different legend. Somebody might remember this car. Somebody's pride and joy at one time. ended up in the middle of the race arena in half, put together with two monster trucks. You might want to be careful here because I had like a sort of smoke bomb in here, so I'm assuming they're up, well, I'm hoping they've all gone off, but sort of like extra weight, so I've got to watch in case there's anything that's still down there. That definitely looks like it's been, then again, it's not lethal quite, so it could have been Jen. Well, I do get the feeling that's been sod weekend down there, especially the sills, and that's shaped up. That's the structural points, the cells, the transmission tunnel. That's the structure of the monoscope, and monocoque bodywork, unitary bodywork for the monocoque. In other words, the bodywork acts as the chassis and bodywork. That's the structure. It's all one. Or unitary design is another way of monocoque or unitary. The older cars were built with a chassis, like the underframe, and the body was built onto it. But this is a unitary, this is all one, so it's all pressed steel, and they fold the metal in a certain way to give it the actual strength to be structurally strong. But like I say, I think the sod, it looks too clean. Because I think the sod that to make it cut, pull apart as dramatic as it did. Otherwise it may have just sort of twisted and, screwed up. But then it would have been like a twisted, tangled mess if it wasn't manipulated. It might not have come apart as easy as it did. It might have just sort of stretched it, and it might have not even, it might have probably pulled the hooks off in the front. But maybe if it didn't weaken it, it may have just pulled the chain off the front. Well, then again, I've got the chain substantially right now, so I don't know what's happening actually. I think I just get the feeling though, especially when I see this, that looks like there's been an angled liner. So I do think they've weakened it to give it that clean sort of breakaway when it was pulled apart. And then of course when I added the fireworks, the smoke bombs rather, it just sort of made me think that they did sort of make it look a bit more dramatic rather than genuine. But still, it's impressive. Get footage, still photograph that. So I'll probably get these other two wrecks over there for you. I'll show you the carnage that was done in these two. And then I'll start to get going. I'll show you. I was trying to zoom in on the registration earlier, when I was actually at the arena. I was zooming in, but I couldn't really, I don't know if it came out very well. I'm hoping that somebody might remember it. There was once pride and joy. Oh, this was it's a launch, this would be a commercial car, so somebody will remember it. In case you're wondering what it's like, well, it's 6th of November 2022 and it's sitting in the middle of Buxton Raceway's arena, flattened and beat up with monster trucks and buses, coaches. So, there you go. I don't know what the other car is, the registration, it didn't make much up. It was shattered to pieces on the track. So we'll get a photograph of these for you as well. We'll stop this and get a photo. Right, so I'm going to make my way to the pitch and see what's happening there with the damage with the coaches and that as well. I got a lot of the damages that were coming off the track anyway, but I'll get a close-up look at them, and then I think that big fire's, well, it's still running, still burning, so I might have a wee look up there and warm myself up, and then take my drive back home to Dundee because it's a long trip back. So it looks like they're disassembling the big monster truck. See the wheels are off them. They're putting smaller wheels on them. They've got this big crane, the forklift lifting up these big giant wheels. I didn't know they did one this. So it seems to have shrunk considerably. There's the other one with the wee wheels on them. So that's obviously the transport, so that if they had their original wheels on it, it'd be too high for the roads. So they've got to bring the height down, put smaller wheels on them to make them manoeuvrable and keeps it to the legal heights, because there's only a maximum height that could have them. Otherwise we would need a Stago, I think was it Stago STGO or something in the front of the truck, special loads. But to keep it within the normal, it's 16.5 feet is the maximum height without so they've got to put the smaller wheels on it to get the height down. I think that's what the reason for that is. Look at the size of the jack they're using for it. There's a lot of work involved, so they've obviously got to behind the scenes work involved to prepare these big things. This is a big wheels. Have a look at the battle scarred coaches as well, which is before I go. Right, so what I'll do then is I'll round the video off. I've got a fair bit of footage in that. Oh, it's freezing. So I've got footage. I learned that they took the wheels off them. I didn't. So I wasn't here when they arrived. So they were not really fully. They were very swinny like the big monster truck. So I didn't know that they took the wheels off and put smaller wheels on them. So I spotted that. That's pretty much everybody. Well, there's a few people, not many, like, but all the spectators are away. Just a few people around. Just it's the big forklifts just moving these cars that were on track. Just probably going to get them all lifted with a scrap or something. That's I forgot. I was going to have a look at that fire. I was going to go up to that fire. It's still burning. That's quite nice. I like the moon light. Yeah, they've still got the fire burning, so I'll go and have a wee. at that. So I'm going to go over there. It's not too close. The wind's blowing heat that way. I can still feel the heat. It's brilliant. Really like that. So that's the other coast drivers, the coast racing drivers coming in. Oh, I am on! I'm on telly! On YouTube! So get it.
Any sparklers?
Great chance. Standing quite a distance from the heat, it's just nice warm. Crave that heat. Right, I better go now. It's time to go. That heat was really warm. There was a nice gentle heat. I was standing at a distance and it was really nice. You could have stood there all night, it was really good. But anyway, it's saying that while, so I'm going to get back to my car, get my shoes off, get unloaded, change up with this. I'll get maybe a coffee somewhere en route back home. So stay tuned to see what else I put up on my channel. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye for now. Bye for now.